And we are back. So since last time, some parts have showed up that we've been waiting on. So let me just jump right in and show you where we're at on the C2 Corvette build. Lots of little detailed things, kind of just in the weeds, getting things tightened up, Loctite, all those types of things. But let me give you an overview of what we've got done and what we'll be working on next. So here she is. Isn't that a sight to see? Like brand new. So we've got the gas tank in. It's got all the little components that may have been missing before. And as we walk around this way, we've got everything hooked up correctly right here in the factory location, and the brand new big block fuel supply line going down the chassis and up to the lovely 427. Other things the eagle eye may notice, we have a drive shaft in now, and it is about twice the thickness of the previous one. And then what we were waiting on last time, just under here, we have this conversion bracket for the 68 and up chassis. We've got the kind of solid mount. It's kind of like a urethane material right here. We have the super cool period looking correct shifter handle, nicely wrapped up so it doesn't get dirty or damaged as well. Then as we move on to the motor over here, you can see we've got the bell housing in and kind of tucked back. Let's see, right here you can see the block plate. We do have the new starter here. We're going to play around, make sure the shimming is correct. That's the thing with these GMs. You got to get the shim correctly so it engages on the flywheel correctly. So still have that to do. And then here's the fuel supply line that comes up here. And the eagle eye will notice we have a fuel pump on. So here it is. It looks really nice. Unfortunately, we're going to have to actually take this off. It seemed to go on a little too easy. Did a little research, and this motor does not come with the fuel pump push rod that is being driven off the cam that kind of comes across here. So we have one of those on order, but it's going to mean the fuel pump has to come off, install the push rod, reinstall this, and then we can hook it all up to the fuel supply over here. So other details, you can kind of see the little ground strap here. All of our steering is now done up to torque and in place. We are still waiting on the power steering lines. Those have not shown up yet. But what we're actually going to work on now is we're going to put the header on this side. Those have arrived. Probably get the plugs in, the ignition leads, so this side can get a little more buttoned up while we wait. And then finally on the transmission, we can see we've got the little harness for the reverse lights here. We have the adapter cable for the speedo drive right here that'll hook up to the factory speedo. And then we have the last harness back here, which I don't recall off the top of my head if this is also for backup lights or not. We'll have to do some research. So all in all, lots of little bits of progress being made. Our goal is in the next week or so to have this going back to the owner, where we can bring the body back down onto the chassis. And then that opens up the next wave of the project as far as getting the body mounted correctly and then connecting up all the little components that go between the body and frame, any wiring harnesses, things like that. So I'm going to get on with the headers right now, do as much as I can, and then I'll do an update here shortly. All right, so made some progress. Got a few little bits and pieces bolted on and made a few phone calls to see kind of where some parts are we're waiting on. So let me show you where we're at. So as we move towards the front of the car, you can see all the tape's gone. All the power steering is torqued up. And we've got these really clean looking headers mounted right in here. So we got the plugs in, all these are in and torqued up, looking really nice, and that much closer to being finished. Then as we come around the front, not too much to report, but we do have the temp sensor in, and I point out, I got the motor mounts, they're all kind of tucked up under here, but they're all torqued up as well. And same on this side, although they're next to impossible to see. And then as we pan around here, same story. We've got these really nice headers installed with the plugs, dipstick tubes in there permanently as well. And just like I said, getting us that one step closer to being done. So with that, I have to order a few more parts. We need the push rod for the fuel pump. I think I touched on that earlier. We have to get a different battery tray. That should be on its way now. And then we're looking into how to convert the 64 parking brake style into 68 chassis. The best thing I've found so far is that you just buy the replacement bracket and weld it onto the 68 chassis, and then the 64 style parking brake should work fine. So that's where we're at for now. I'm going to probably wrap this up for today. We've made some great progress and we're back to waiting on parts again. So if you guys are enjoying this build, definitely subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more coming on the Corvette. Probably in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be taking it back to made it with the body. I think that'll be a great video. It's really cool to see the process there as the body comes back down and it turns into what looks like a car again. And then, there's going to be some great videos of this thing running and getting to hear that really awesome ZL1 motor fire up for the first time. So like I said, definitely hit that subscribe button. We have a bunch of classic car content as well as the Jags. And for our Jag folks out there, we haven't forgot about you. We have some items in the works for you guys for the XJS that are going on. We have some folks helping us with that, so they're kind of working on the sidelines. And I think I may have mentioned that Josh might be on vacation right now, but when he's coming back, we're going to get stuck into the XJR again as well. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll be back shortly with more content for all of you.